Hey guys, here's an update to yesterday's video. So today we saw that level, that 123 cross, which I thought would flip the EMHM bar green, and we know what happened. Every other time the EMHM bar flipped green, we got the January run-up. It told us the February run-up was coming. It told us the May run-up was coming. Remember, we only count indicators after 40-day downtrend. This was the 40th day, and so once it flipped green after 40 days, we knew this was coming. Again, after 40 days, flipped green, and this is what followed. And once more, after 40 days, flipped green, and this is what followed. We wouldn't have counted this because from the high until here was only 28 days. So I think, tomorrow morning, maybe if we cross the 125 area, it'll flip green, but I do believe at this point it'll flip green, anytime tomorrow, which is bullish. Also, we've definitely broken out of this downtrend that we've been stuck in since November 23rd, and so I don't believe that we're going to see these levels, the 100 or sub 100 levels, anytime in the near future, if not ever. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. In terms of the August cycle that we've been tracking, so we know that we take it from the first red day until the run-up, and we bring it over, and it tracked for us really well over the course of the past 10 days or so. And today, there's 3 ways to explain this. The first way is that, we got upwards movement. It wasn't, this humongous spike as we expected, but still positive upward movement, which will probably be followed with something like this price action. The second way to explain it is that because of Martin Luther Day, it could have thrown the cycle off by 1 day. And so if we look at this August cycle, from when we marked the low right here until the big spike was actually 13 trading days. And if we go back to our cycle, we marked the low on, so our low came on the 24th of January right here. And if we bring that over to today, you'll see that it's only 12 trading days. And so there's still a possibility that we could just move this over by 1 day, and it still tracks pretty well. So we had this day will line up to this day, and then 2 days of upwards movement, which lines up with these 2 days of upward movement, followed by this humongous spike, which possibly we can see tomorrow. If not, what I would say is that each of these cycles have not been the same. We've had this cycle, which was not the exact same as this cycle, nor was it the exact same as this cycle or this one. So it could be we're just in the middle of creating our own cycle right now, which we'll have to see how that plays out. There's no definitive way to say where this will go, but in my opinion, and from everything that I've seen until now, I definitely do believe that the downtrend is over, and I definitely do believe that there's a lot of room to run. I don't think we'll top out at like the 160 area. I think that this cycle has the greatest chance of breaking this upper line resistance that we've been stuck in for so long, which we know that once that happens, there's a excellent chance of us moving up and coming up to test new all-time highs. So what I would be looking for is a continued run up until, well, according to the 60-day cycles, it would be about February 18th. But if you guys follow Gherkinit, we know that the OPEC date is on the 22nd. And something interesting about this cycle is that from Feb 18th, which according to the previous cycles would be, we'll call it the peak, until OPEC that starts on February 22nd, there is only 1 trading day in between, or no trading days in between. I think there is a holiday, and it's a Friday to Tuesday. And so it is a very good possibility that we have just seen the last of the downtrend for a very, very long time. What we could expect is upwards progress until Feb 18th. Maybe they'll fight Feb 18th a bit, but the highest date should be Feb 18th of the previous cycle, and then OPEC's can very well look something like this. And so we'll have to see what this year has in store for us. But otherwise, tomorrow I would hope to flip green as early as like before 10 a.m. And then we still have the long trigger on the QQE, and we still have continuation on the Boom Hunter. One more thing that I wanted to show you guys is if we go out to the 5-year, which is the longest time frame. So this week we got this yellow long trigger, which is the most bullish. So there's yellow, there's blue, and there's gray, with yellow being the most powerful long trigger. And the last time we've had the yellow long triggers was back in about August. And if we zoom in, August marked the low of about between $3 and $4, and from there we pretty much only moved up. And we moved up in September, we moved up all the way until January. So that is definitely something to look out for. It could be that we're now registering a new low in comparison to the previous low of $3. That would be really, really bullish. Another thing is the 5-year QQE signal. Last time I flipped green was the week before the January squeeze, or the January sneeze, I'm sorry. And as soon as this yellow trigger on the bottom, as soon as this yellow line crosses above the green and red lines, it'll trigger another long trigger. And if that happens, we're really going to be looking good. So to summarize, I think that the downtrend is over. I think that we're going to see bullish movement all the way until Feb 18th, and then we're just going to have to see where OPEX takes us. If it can take us above the upper line resistance, in my opinion, we're going to be looking at new all-time highs.